guys, it is Thursday mid-morning, about 10 o'clock, and you can see by the view out of my windshield here that our roads are covered in a lot of packed snow and ice here. So we finished up our regular snow plowing agenda, and I'm headed out to plow a couple of driveways for a guy I know here, so try and get that done here real quick. It's like 13 degrees out, something like that. I don't really know how warm it is. That's what the thermometer in the truck says, and I don't really trust it. So this is one of our main routes, not too bad a shape. We had some serious blowing and drifting snow yesterday. We had sustained 35 to 40 mile an hour winds. And then it gusted up in the 50 range, and that went on for several hours yesterday. We didn't get a lot of snow, but it just kept blowing back over the roads, and nothing would thaw. I think this road has had a ton of salt on it, but I think the drifting problem just kept it snow covered. I went back home at, I talked to you guys last when I was plowing the funeral home at like 3. I think I got home at 6:30. I plowed the Habitat for Humanity restore. Boy, that was a mess. One thing I'd like to mention, if you're new to plowing or you've never plowed gravel driveways before, when it's like this where we've had a bunch of warm weather after the long winter freeze, the ground starts to heave, and you get a little moisture on top because it doesn't have anywhere to go. It can't sink into the ground, and it's almost worse plowing gravel driveways now than it is before it freezes. I typically, woohoo, hey now, y'all saw that? I almost lost it in that curve one time coming home. First winter I had this truck, but that's another story. Anyway, when the ground starts to thaw a little bit like that, you really need to be backblading your driveways. I backblade a lot of them anyway, but some of them the driveways are just so narrow, or there's no place for the snow to roll off the plow when you're backblading them. I push them in and I float the plow and bounce the plow up and down and up and down, and kind of go back and forth that way and try and scrape as much as I can. I have one driveway that's just, it drains really crappy. So it was a little soggy this morning, and then of course the Habitat Restore, half of their back parking lot, or 2/3 of it, is gravel, and it all sits in what I call the fishbowl, and it had standing water in it and 6 inches of snow. So you felt like you were driving through a mud hole, backblading it off. I was trying to get as much of it out of there as I could, so that as it did melt, that it wasn't 6 inches of standing water. And it's supposed to be 55 degrees tomorrow. So I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, 55 degrees after it was, well, I think I saw it as low as 10 this morning. They said it was supposed to be 3 with a wind chill and -15. It's supposed to be pretty windy today, low wind chill like -13, which is bad, but kind of accustomed to it this winter because that's all we've been seeing is temperatures like this. But it's going to be 55 tomorrow, 45 on Saturday, and I think back down into the mid-30s on Sunday. And then couple days a little bit colder next week and then warming back up. I think 47 or 48 on Wednesday. So that may be paint day on the trailer. I want to get the tank dropped out of this truck, but that trailer's in the shop. And I really want that trailer to a stage where I can pull it out. And I still got pretty much half a tank of fuel to burn out of this truck. So I may go ahead and hold off till like Wednesday. We don't have any snow in the forecast, so if something happens between now and then, it's really not a huge catastrophe as far as that's concerned. Sorry, I'm kind of fumbling over my words here this morning. I only slept for about 2.5, 3 hours. But I knew I had to get up and go plow this driveway. After this, I'm probably going to get something to eat and go back home and try and go back to sleep. But this time of the year, I have a heck of a time with that because the sun's shining and it's not exactly what I'd call a John Kerry day out here, but it's fairly sunny. I got my sunglasses on, I can tell you that, because that snow is really making that reflection bright. So that's it for the moment. I'll bring you guys back when it's time to plow one of the driveways, and we'll throw that on here. So we'll catch you then. Alright, here we go. Now driveways like this, I will angle the blade toward the outside because it goes downhill toward these garage doors. And I'll try and roll off as much of that packed snow as I can until I get right before the garage doors. And then we'll put the blade in a straight position. Try and drag that little pile out of the driveway. Appears to have worked halfway decent. We'll do a straight push in and see if I can bite some more of that packed snow and ice off of it. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Normally I wouldn't really care whether I got down to the driveway or not, but I'm afraid that I'm going to get stuck. I'm out of salt, so I don't have a lot of weight in the bed of the truck. Man's gonna sit in front of me here so I can't back up. Doing his job. Another good argument for studs in your tires. Getting in situations like this where you got some ice. Let's try and give it one more scrape down here, see if I can get any of that. Plow wants to pick up going into the driveway. It's just too abrupt of a crest on that hill. I'm going to drag it out one more time, see if I can get something off of this. Leaving that little pecker trail there. It'll be melted this afternoon. sitting right where my other snow pile's gonna go, but we'll make it work. We're not gonna hurt the garbage can. Just moved it about 3 feet, that's all. Alright, that's as good as she gets there. Turn the old 4x4 off. That's about it for right now, guys. So I'll cheech all this stuff together for you and get her up to the YouTubes. We'll see you later.